All right, are you all ready to turn on your camera? Thank you. Give me a minute. I'm getting used. I must get used to my this thing here. Oh my Okay, guys. Lesson 26, 9th of July. Those of you who are interested to come on this Saturday at the grand finale of oral at this Common Folks Grassroots Club. The time is 6 to 8. Those of you can make it, that's the best. Those who cannot, I'm so sorry. Whatever you can come in the time. The last straw is to tell you, okay, since we are here, my advice is once you're doing your oral, be brave, be good, and be confident. And just to start off later, I want all of you to test Uncle Raymond how it is. Oral to me is a breeze. Okay. Okay, let me go through a bit first of today's lessons. Okay. So same thing when they ask you questions of this, for example, my advice is when you are doing your oral, if you can use your feast fork. Okay, what do you mean by feast fork? Of course, you know by now some of you should know what is feast fork, especially Xing and Zhonghen. Okay, so later we can test it out. Then of course you can use this so then how? It's not like this one. Okay, the SAW. So what did I learn, apply, and things like that. So you can use so then how. And then of course you can use I have to change my laptop again. Very bad. Okay, then you can use this isolate how you imply. So whatever I taught you, now I'm implying my knowledge to you, and then how can you supply the knowledge that you have received from Uncle Raymond? And once you're able to supply this, means you are able to apply your knowledge during your oral presentations. None of you have started your English oral. Nobody ever start. Chinese oral over already. So can I ask Hazel, Xing, and all of you, when is your Chinese oral or English oral starting? Just type your answer in the Zoom chat if you don't feel like talking to me. I just want to know when is your oral English or Chinese. You want, you can talk to me also. Why is this thing like that? Okay. When is it? Chinese first, I think it's Chinese first. Or you don't tell me they can't simultaneously the same day. English is 40, huh? Hey, funny, why nowadays the Chinese and English oral crash together? Last time was Chinese oral first, then English oral later. Wow, 17, 18 . Hey, so jolly well, guys. Thank you for all your answer coming. Thank you, 15. Wow, all back to back, no? Oh my God, back to back,
It's like 1 week or 1 week they give.
Only a few
for
days
oral.
like 3 days different like Friday, then okay, 1 week, see? Like who Qian, yours is 14, 17 on the same week.
Yeah. It's like
And
the
then
entire week. Is it?
and then Qingzi worse. Qingzi 17, 18. So okay lah, all just nice lah. This is okay lah. Today we'll spend a bit more about oral, and Saturday whoever can come. So what you mean by this isolate? So like just to share with you again. So how you gonna apply later on to use it? Don't be so nervous when you're in the oral. So how you gonna reply to the oral examiner, and how you rely on what you have learned from me, from wherever, and how can you comply it? So using your emotions to get your notions with actions, and how you do that It's a skill. It's a skill. Huh? So what is inequality? So now let's practice the way you talk. Okay, don't like in the context of AI, inequality refers. So let me start off. In the context of AI, look at how I do my presentation. In the context of AI, inequalities refers to how AI technologies can exacerbate or create disparities among individuals or even a group of people. Particular in areas like access to opportunities, economic outcomes, and social well-being. It encompasses various forms, including number one, which I'm going to talk about, economic inequality. But that is the most serious, as I learned in social studies, social economic status. Now, AI could lead to job displacements in some sectors while creating new opportunities. In others, potentially widening the gap between high skill and low skill workers. Well, today I met one of my friends. They are starting a business about AI and how you can zoom in. Like for example, I can ask the AI, please check for me who is paying attention in my class, who is searching certain things while in my class in Zoom, or I even can ask the AI, can you share with me how many homeworks Rolling has been submitting online from the past 4 years? Well, then they can do the algorithm and checking. So this is how powerful AI can be. All right. So the next thing is opportunities. Okay, let's talk about economic inequalities. Sorry, teachers said to say that in this world there's no such thing as equality, in my opinions. There's always two sides of the coin. So you can use your hand like there's two sides of the coin. But you don't do this, too exaggerating. There are two sides of the coin. So firstly, I will talk on my left side, my left hand, or you can say one way is that why I say there's no equality, because I feel that the rich get riches in terms of their ability and capability and capacity right now. Or you can use the AZ factor to describe, well, I think the higher income people, they are more successful and super and strong because they have good education background. Whereas the poor will always get poor because I feel that they have uh, E effects. What is the E effect? They are not they can't have an effective way of doing things. They are not efficient enough to be a good worker. And of course, without the effectiveness and efficiency, and as you know, we can't get the other E effect, which is the excellent effect. Something like that. Okay. So far, so good. Can follow? Can. Okay, so let's talk about opportunity inequalities. As you know that one man's meat is another man's poison, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So my grandfather always tell me that opportunity doesn't come or don't come knocking on your door. So you have to search for opportunities. And one good example that my grandma always tell me, there's a room of opportunities or windows of opportunities. So unequal access to AI education is one of the reasons. The resources and the infrastructures can create disparities. It's like what we see that, in a Chinese saying that a white cross die into a red color, it turn to red. A white cross die into a black color, it turn to black. So there will be in this, uh, sorry, my dog is barking, so I'm very disfocused. Sorry, sir. Disparities in who benefit from AI advancement and who is left out. So, guys, I hope, okay, this is nothing to do with oral already. Since we are talking about AIs, and as you can see that AI is going to be a big separation between the rich, the poor, or the smart, not. Next year, when you're going for your JC or even your poly, whatever course you're going to go, be careful, because I feel that after going around meeting with a lot of people, I myself graduated from business IT. Okay, and I know that the power of technology. I think a few months ago we talked about technologies and how technology has transformed people. So I feel that AI is going to be part and parcel of your life. Like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be affecting your life one way or another. So talk like that, okay? Don't well, I think is it will be, don't talk very fast, slow and pause. Give a pause, eye contact to the teachers. If the teachers are looking at you very seriously, and now you understand why I want all you all to turn on your Zoom camera. So it helps, okay? Do the expressions and interact. if there are two teachers sitting here and here, your eyes must be moved both sides. Okay, look at the Zoom camera now. Okay, look both sides. Yes, teacher, I agree. At the same time, I think the other teachers, I think you also agree that what I've said, something like that. Okay. Wow. It's not difficult, please don't scare. Okay, don't get don't scare. Of course, 中和人 say， 哎呀 ，uncle 你讲很容易吗？讲话对你来说好像在吃饭，在大便小便这样的，易如反掌的，不是其实易如反掌。Art of negotiation is so powerful. Like it or not, it's going to be. Wait, give me a minute. Think something wrong. Oops, it's not moving. My handphone is running out of battery. Give me a minute. Okay. The art of negotiation, the art of talking, the art of communications is your body. Seriously, your body, your emotion feeling. When you present yourself and if you're going there very nervous, scared, I tell you, half of the battle is gone. Half of better. And when you sit there and start to, well, I guess you're gonna F it. You're gonna feel it. That's how to make it the other F. You're going to make it fantastic. Eye contact. Indeed, I like teacher. Last week you came to class for Athena, right? Athena representation. You see the way he talked, right? Athena, very powerful, right? Teacher, correct now? Teacher, are you there? Oh, sorry, I can't see you because I'm having a second laptop. Sorry, I can't see you. I was looking where were you? Okay, all right. I need your mommy help later. I'm very OCD. I'm very worried the thing crash. Because the laptop just shut down like that. You know what I mean, teacher? Okay. So let's talk about the social inequality. Wow, teacher, this is the one of the worst in my opinion. Once the social inequalities, there will be this sorry, so hold on. Once the social inequality, there will be this sorry saying. What I want to say something. Oh my goodness. Not disability. Instability. Sorry, I want to say this way. Instability. One, the social inequality, there will be social instability. Why I say that? A very good example is that look at Singapore in the past, when it comes from slum areas and what happened, it's slowly built into developed countries. And if there's social inequalities, they will create internal war. And this will create not just internal war, civil war, but of course, the poor people will get affected and end up it will be not so good for everyone, as the social will be not equal in terms of status. And of course that the poor will be like, in the past that I went to other countries, I see that people are suffering, living in slum and begging for food, homeless. This is not what I want to see for my generation and for my future generations. So AI system can perpetuate existing social biasness if trained on biased data, leading to unfair or discriminatory outcomes in areas like loans applications, hiring processes, and even criminal justice. True and behold and true is that in this world, nobody give a damn what you have. I recently read a TikTok article that a PhD professor was from Oxford and he went through a few interviews and end up he can't find a job. You know what happened? He become a Grab driver, a PhD professor. Is that difficult to get a job from a professor? I think maybe 他太过挑剔 Okay, very fussy in the way he choose. I don't think he deserves to be a good Grab driver. He can, no matter how, he still can find a job in teaching in other areas. Maybe he's just too very picky and feel that certain things is not met his requirements. Or maybe the way, yes, Hazel, the way you go to interview, you have to tell me what to do. The two of you, clown, I'm a PhD, I'm a professor, you just only a graduate. So maybe his attitude when you do the presentation. 中和很幸运. So be humble and please always smile. But don't smile until 太夸张. Don't smile like the Labubu 这样为什么你这样笑？不知道嘞。我的 uncle 你们叫我笑，就笑咯，笑。不要这么假笑，请安 and all of you. So just smile, yes, and eye contact. Yes, teacher, I do agree. I'm so sorry to say that teachers, I don't really agree to this statement because my point of view is that I feel so don't do this for goodness sake. Don't ask me that's it because honestly when I interview candidates when I was coming to work in my company, so I'm an interviewer. I don't like people I mean it's very rude. So if you do not answer, just well, you say at least you say some words in English. Well, in fact, in my belief, sorry to hesitate to answer you because you realize sometimes Uncle Raymond talk like that. I always be like sorry to I say sorry to hesitate you. Some teacher may not agree, you know, what sorry what? You haven't say anything. Why every time you say sorry? It becomes the sorry word is so easy to say. No. I disagree. Is you realize people in the British, they always say that well, pardon me. I would like to say the word pardon me. You see, it's a very courteous way of saying things, pardon me. They will but they say, well, I guess correct me if I'm wrong. I feel that the recent episode kind of seems, I think when early you straight away use another word, kind of seems not possible because you see you use long syllables to make your brain to think. So as a matter of fact, then come, quick, 快点那个字来。Well, as a matter of fact, nowadays you see you make the 那个 exam 团转。讲到上次，虽然你还没有看到那个答案中恒 you can still like go around like sorry to use the word sing and beating around the bush but rather than then few seconds later you still then sorry you see. So some questions are quite tough for you to answer, maybe, yeah. Of course, they don't ask you this, Qingzi. Do you support war? Huh? Yeah, I'm a terrorist. Joke. Yeah, I'm the terrorist. My whole family is a terrorist. Why? My father terrorized me. My mother terrorized me because of my O level. No, right? So if they ask you a question like, do you agree that LGBT is good? They won't ask you this kind of question, right? Correct. Right, Rolly. So imagine Rolly asked me, do you agree LGBT is good? You ask me. Oh, Mr. Raymond, do you think LGBT is good? Ask me.
Do you think LGBT is good?
As afraid that I'm one of them, so sorry to say, but I do support LGBT because LGBT is so good to have because I guess everyone should behave extraordinary, right, teacher? Will be nice, like vote. You see. And nowadays a lot of influencers also behave like that. Wow, the way they make up, so beautiful, right? So teacher, come on, you support us lah. 幸亏你喝完你的水了，如果你不然你整个喷出来。I can do that to make you laugh. So the good things that you yourself have not to make the teacher laugh. So sometimes you create some jokes, but make sure the jokes or a bit of slapstick jokes. Don't use the slapstick. Sorry, use the simple jokes to make it. I remember this Zhonghan and Xing when I was retaking my Chinese oral. 你觉得女人爱美吗？哇！那我记得这个题目来，黑色。我讲华语都卖两位老师，我觉得爱美是女人的天性，因为爱美会使到女人可以有信心，觉得她们有那种安全感，觉得她们为了漂亮可以得到她们所需要的东西，比如说可以找好工作，然后对自己那时候还没有 TikTok 跟 Instagram 那时候是在应该是 early 9090年代我 NS 的时候我去 retake Chinese I 北宋because my Chinese I think it's A level Chinese I 北宋 but my GP was better then second time my GP was my Chinese okay so he said so 我觉得爱美是女人天性然后我讲最后一句不只是爱美是女人天性爱美是男人的天性包括我在内我也是很爱美的 wow the two teacher was like 爱美是使到我自己但我还记得秦汉我那时候有很多冰波来暗穿虽然我有很多暗穿我觉得我爱美是使到我自己有信心 Rolling can you stop laughing now I know at that time yeah Uncle Raymond got a lot of nice pimple around my face but guess what 秦子I think I got distinction Mary I can't remember 不错for A level Chinese I always remember that part. And Qinghan and Xingyue, I got one time where I can tell you which bank, because until today I really hate the stupid bank. It's called UOB. To interview Qinghan. So, well, okay, Mr. Raymond, do you have any question to ask us? You know what I do? No, I got no question. I just desperately need this job. Hope you all can employ me. Thank you. Moment, Hazel, they look at me like that. Oh, okay. 你真的是下贱，真是的。Oh, poor thing, pathetic. That kind of look, no, Hazel. It's like, okay. You don't call us, we'll call you. So I went back and 思考停止 and said, holy shit, okay. So from that day onwards, I went to all the interview. I'll talk and talk and talk and talk. Yes, 停止, I got backfire, got things like that. People say, but along the way, it took me many, many years to learn to what I am sitting today. I'm still not perfect. I still got sometimes blunders, like just now, instability, I say disability, that kind of things. So nobody is perfect. But you say, I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. Well, I feel that LGBT is not that we are against it, but this is their choice. And that's not one choice. There are many choices. Always give 3 examples. All right. Choice number 1, but out of the 3 examples, you must have one this negative one. The negative to you, the 2 point is positive, but to the teacher, they might think it's negative. Okay? Seriously, like for example, pollution, of course, is negative. Right? But do you know there's one point that is positive for pollution? And can anyone tell me? Hey, don't waste time, tell me. No, I don't know. Because of pollution, we develop EV car. Because of pollution, we learn to have alternative. So sustainability. And today got no pollution. We will not have thinking like a car that made of solar power or battery. If today we don't have pollution, we will not know how to recycle, reduce, and reuse. And today without pollution, we do not know that plastic can cause so bad to the entire environment. So ladies and gentlemen, pollutions may have, all of you may think that perception and perceptive pollution is bad. It make me sad. It make me no glad. It make everyone bad. And I tell my dad. So don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. There's always 2 sides of the coins. When you see these things negative, the other side is positive. That's like a ball. Both sides standing in different direction. One side saw the ball black, the other side saw the ball white. You have to turn around at a different angle. So when you talk during your oral, well, teachers, I was taught by my grandparents and parents to do things differently. We have to look things in the different situation in different angles. And one of the most important lesson that I learned from always use your grandparents. Seriously, if I'm the teacher and you use your grandparents as a favors and I tell you, you confirm score. To me, I don't know. You might think, uncle, don't talk rubbish. You sure or not? Are you okay? Fair enough. You do it. Today I went to the Woodland Hospital. There got this uncle was very, very old. I accidentally, Uncle Raymond, I'm very loud. Hey, yo, man, I touch the back. 不要乱动人家肩膀。我有赌博的，你这样动我肩膀就是在压我，你不可以这样做。我第一次见面，我要跟你 shake hand，不是来一个好。You see？ 其次 ，imagine the 黑人 ，Yo what's up man? Raymond go give excuse me， 走开，叶问，明白吗？ So 各花入各眼，就像你华文讲，我觉得 AI 是一个功能科技是非常重要。打个比方说吧，我本身就有3个不同的想法。第一，首先我要讲的是，然后第2点是这样，那最重要的第3点，我觉得是每个人很重要，那就是这样讲话，懂吗？就是第一，我觉得第2，你好像在看稿子嘞 ，you're reading the script。然后说，我毫无不觉得要告诉你，是因为在人生当中，不只是有一个选择。我觉得，对不起老师，我是有一个宗教的，所以我从小到大就是宗教为主。我每次去祷告的时候，我的神父就告诉我说，其实人生有不同的选择。当你选择的时候，是看所谓近朱者赤，近墨者黑，所谓上梁不正下梁歪。总而言之，我觉得我在16岁，我虽然不是说
看到整个世界很大。虽然如此，我觉得我很感恩的是，在我周围我有不同的大人，在无微不至的告诉我怎么做人的道理。所谓他们也都有说过36计走为上计，当然是用在商场跟打仗，我可以用在这方面，所谓找取最好的方法来解决这种问题。大致上就是这样，老师，谢谢。可以这样讲话吗？confirm 吗？如果你们可以讲的，我觉得首先，我可以说是因为这个新加坡的政策是非常不，sorry，拜拜，拜拜。Because in the real world, you meet up people like us who talk so much, one and serious and bye bye. So be brave. Qinghai, I think got no problem. The thing is, during your oral, don't become an AK-47. You know what is AK-47? Right? The teacher say, "Hey, Joto mate lah. Why you speak so fast? And don't be like a Japanese bullet train announcer. No, Tokyo ne se no. Slow down and slowly. But then when you pause, when you know you want to emphasize certain words like this one, digital inequality. Ready? Okay, this is the time. Look, unequal access to technology and digital literacy can create a divide between those who can leverage AI and those who cannot, further marginalizing vulnerable populations. Get it? So emphasize certain word like the one here we are talking about, guys. BIU. When I say BIU, is this one? Bold. Hello, come out, Lane. Oh, stupid thing. Italic and underline. You see BIU. Okay, articles inequalities. The potential for AI to be used for surveillance, manipulations, and social control raises the ethical concerns, but about the unequal so certain way like about the unequal distribution. So when the ATQ asking you, do you agree animals and human rights are unequal, or something like that, then you have to say yes. Then you emphasize about the unequal distributions of power and its impact. You see the read the word in the impact. 它的杀伤力是真的很厉害。为什么说我这样说？如果你是太过激进的在用电脑，而是用手机的话，你不顾一切的话，当然会伤害到你的身体。虽然如此，他们没有真正的解释这种情形。我认为本身是不应该这样做。You see， 不应该。You emphasize, I don't think. I totally disagree. I will use these 3 words. So do this, guys. ATA, write down ATA. So Loling asked me a question. Do you agree that we must show racial harmony in Singapore? Say this.
Do you agree that we need to show racial harmony in Singapore?
Wow, teacher, that is a very good question. I absolutely, totally agree to this statement that racial harmony is paramount important, not just in Singapore, but I think to the whole world, because God created men to be equal. But unfortunately, I'm so sorry to say, teachers, our eyes are being colorblind at times or colored in terms of difference inequalities. So therefore, I do agree with these statements. The reason why, then you say, okay, use the word absolutely, totally agree with you, teacher. Wow, they'll be amazed. So let me explain. Then why? How can we solve this problem? So then how? And I would like to bring the 8W and 1H. Who were that involved? Why? But don't tell the teacher 8W and 1H. In your brain, okay. So this is a question. I'm going to talk about this. Okay. Addressing AI's driven inequality requires a multi-faceted approach that includes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about AI driven. First of all, promoting fairness and inclusivity. Inclusivity is so important, whether you like it. AI is not about selecting who to use. It's about how you use AI. AI is here to ensure AI systems are developed and deployed in a way that minimizes biasness and promotes equitable outcomes. So it's your choice. It's how you use it. You know, Damon, who is that guy in TikTok? Lee Diamond is it? They were in Singapore. We like to show you. Who is that guy? Have you watched it out? No, you got no live, right? So this guy said he always said in USA, in China, there is this guy who do this. He is very good, no? But don't be exaggerate lah. But 他是因为他是 TikToker and influencer, so you can say, well, the two end is like, yeah, no, you see, no student will dare to do that. They will just put the hand on the table. But I say, I do agree. Look at Athena, 晴子, right? 他每次 present a lot of things. I love it. But to some teacher, here goes the idiot to do all these things. No, if the teacher say that, he's a bloody idiot. Because in real world, when you do a presentation, wait till you present in front of 200 people, 500 people, or even the board of directors. All these board of directors are all graduate from university, and they are trained in university to talk. And some of them are really well renowned. I have my chief financial officer from University of London, from University of, or don't know which University of US, or MIT. Or MIT is a very renowned university in US. Okay, I ever met people from Oxford and Cambridge, and my brother-in-law is from Cambridge. Okay, and he's a high flyer now in one of the insurance company, and he gives talks. His charisma is different. The way he stands, their hand will be like this. Will always be like this, not like that. And don't ever do that in front of the teachers. Put a two hand like that. Don't ever do that in your oral, okay? And just do that. Yes, teacher. Put a two hand like that or like this. Open up. And never cross your hand. And never put your hand below. Under the table. Always two hands on the table. Get ready to do this. Say step 1, step 2, step 3. And then proceeding. I think maybe you're right. So to keep it down, to look into many perspectives, number 1, number 2, number 3. Investing in education and skill development is very important in equipping individuals with the skills, knowledge to participate in the AI-driven economies. There's no doubt, teachers, because it is so important. Education, to me, is so important. I come from a poor family, so education will help me one day to eradicate poverty, and that will be end to me, and the rest will be history for me. Wow, end to me, history for me, and it will be. Wow, cool, man. This is okay. Of course, your parents, your teacher say, "Are you sure I come from poor family?" What's wrong? To me is I'm poor. But to you, you say, hey, no, it looks well. I'm poor in the sense of, I got poor in the different definitions of poor. Poor in terms of education, poor in terms of living in the conditions. There are some people who stay in condominium and say, I'm poor. There are some people who stay in landed property, I'm poor. Why? Because all my cousins stay in bungalow house. Whoa, all my cousins, their parents drive big car. My dad only drive a small Mercedes-Benz only. Why? Because my father only got 1 car. My cousin all got 3 cars. So to me, it's poor. You see? 你怎么比 ？Oh my god！ 有时候你在用，我觉得你们华文，excuse me 是好的话，可以用成语。你觉得种族OK， 现在黑色你问我啊，你觉得种族和谐是重要吗？
你觉得种族和谐是重要吗？
老师这句话问得非常好。我从小到大，我爷爷教我一句话：我们处事待人要4个字，一视同仁，人人平等，这样国泰平安。所谓我们的李总理先生，虽然他错失了，到目前为止，深深的在我脑海里，一视同仁，走遍天下，人人为我，我为人人。讲完了。用成语讲，哎，各位大哥大姐，有多少个学生在考试的时候会用这么漂亮的语言呢？去说服、去克服，还有去影响力到老师觉得哇，这个学生值得多一点分数呢？靠你那张嘴巴了。钟恒，你觉得你问我啊，你觉得世上最毒的东西是什么？
你认为世界上最毒的是什么？
这句话问得很好，老师。最毒的东西在很多人就会说是毒蛇，还是毒品，还是毒药，还是不同的动物喷出的毒药、毒质的那些不好的现象。那我觉得世界上最毒的东西就是那张嘴。所谓病从口入，祸从口出，这句话说的非常好。这张嘴是会害到天下大乱。所以我觉得世界上最毒的东西不是人不是动物，而是我们人类那张嘴巴。所谓病从口入，祸从口出。我奶奶告诉我，当我们要讲话的时候，跟人聊天，跟人不一样的人的沟通的方法是所谓要三思和后行。这句话真的说的没错。到目前为止，我奶奶每次看到她的时候，我问她问题的时候，她是一个很有学问的奶奶，所以我学到很多东西在她身上。Confirm 啊，job stand and sign 啊。You know why not？哇，这个小女孩，这个小弟弟很好哦，还有空还可以陪老奶奶爷爷 do me 啊。A lot of this my generations we feel that your generation is so bloody sucks because you don't have time to spend with your elderlies. So it's best that you tell them your story like this. 过年的时候，我看到我的表哥、表姐、堂哥、堂姐都很忙着用电话，我反而不是这样的老师，如果你不信，你可以问我妈妈。但没有if you dare to say that， 不信你可以问我父母亲。当我一去到看到我父母亲的时候，因为我奶奶爷爷是住在马来西亚，我们一年才见了不到几次。老师，他们年纪大了，我还有多少年才可以跟他们的共同一起过一个快乐的农历新年呢？当我们到他的目的地的时候，我就放下电话跟电脑，直接就微抱了我奶奶爷爷。除了跟他们恭喜发财以外，然后开玩笑，我就会说红包来，红包一个来。当然，奶奶爷爷也少不了那个压岁钱红包给我，我感恩他们。可是这个钱不是为了要拿，我希望除夕后明年过来的时候，我会买一份礼物给奶奶，因为每次我奶奶过生日的时候，我每次都在考试，所以我是先睹为快，买了个礼物送给奶奶。Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen，叮叮叮叮 ，Thank you very much. Where am I? Okay, investing in educations, right? Is it here? Yeah, investing in education and skill developments, equipping individuals with the skills and knowledge to participate in the AI economy is super important. Like it or not, I hope all of you, can you for goodness sake, do something after your exam, go and take out courses. Seriously, you must take out courses because I'm so scared. I think Uncle Raymond, recently I got Skill Future a few $1,000. I'm thinking of taking my third degree. But think, now AI is so important. It can help a lot. And do you know some of my friends who are getting from China? Go and ask your friends who are editing in China. Now they are even got AI 马桶。请看 toilet toilet bowl please open. Toilet 我在，请你打开马桶。是的，主人。哇，然后你坐在，请你帮我洗屁股。是的，主人。请你帮我烘干我的屁股。是的，主人。Oh my god，烘干嘞 ！Seriously， hey, you know the pigs can spray your ass and things like that, right? After you pee shit then you can 烘干嘞。Oh my goodness， this is AI toilet. Oh, I want to have one 中文。then 我很坏蛋黑色，有时候对不起uncle 有时候小便的时候很不喜欢冲水。那我每次给我的孩子，我的太太讲，哎呦，你小便为什么不冲水 ？This one very good 哦，请看，心远，他会帮你冲水，冲完水他把马桶给你盖住嘞。那我太太要过来的时候，他马桶 automatic 欢迎，他是什么欢迎小便还是欢迎大便？我不知道欢迎使用马桶。Oh my God, it's really you might think it's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. This is your generation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the paradigm shift. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you will perceive and see the real world. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't embrace and get feeling enthusiastic and feel being unable to use this, bye bye. 你会变成落伍淘汰。Good luck to you. So think about this because AI is like this one. Okay, let's move on to this. regulating AI development and deployments, establishing some clear guidelines and regulation to mitigate potential harms and promote responsible AI innovation, fostering public dialogues and engagement, encouraging open discussion about ethical implications of AI and its impact on society. Well, what got to do with AI's got to do with rights of human rights or animal rights? What these topics is what? Yeah. What is this inequality? You see, because of AI's inequalities, it's going to be super huge. You know, let me share with you. This is a true story. Okay, Xing and all of you listen. This is a freaking true story. This is a property agent in Singapore. 他没有读书的黑色，他就是这样传的，他就是那种好像 gangster 那种啊。可是他卖屋子卖到很轰轰烈烈啊，哇，真是名列前茅。So one Friday at 晴子 the government say, okay, all the property agents must take a course. Wow, he freak out leh. He give all the effort come out. 哇，笑了，假啦，die how？他连了秦汉，他的屋子啊，他以前是穷光蛋，10个大耳窿追他，追到差一点要跳楼，全家跳楼自杀。可是 change 啊，okay, that one I just fast forward because of some reason. I think partly of Christianity changed him. 他有3间 landed property after that， 他的钱是赚不完。但有一次他要给他秘书写东西啊什么，但他就问我的 friend， hey bro how to spell read packet 啊 the packet how to spell 啊，他连 read packet 都不会写。那时候我的 friend 就提醒，哇啦喂，你是个大总裁 read packet 都不会说，其实我不用写字嘞，为什么？我是没办法要写，我秘书今天 MC 啊，所以我要跟他讲 this read packet is to give to my client. You know how much for every client？ 1000块嘞。哎，不是给他 client，sorry， 给他的工人呐，还是红包1000块 bonus 哎 ，cash 哎，晴子，说的好像晴子你是我的 secretary 啊，懂吗？你今天可能没有来生病什么，那我是文盲啊，那我要写晴子 this 20 read packets is to give out to all the staff， 那他写到一半不会写 packet， 他就问我 friend， 哎 ，how to spell packet 啊？So now he no need 晴子 ready， 晴子 you no need come. I ask AI type for me read packet and print out from the printer now. Correct 了，晴子没有工作了，我只要会讲话就可以了，就算不要这讲话，我用我的眼睛这样眨几下就可以了。That happened to Stephen Hawkins. I tell you guys, whether you like it IT or not, you better join it well in your uni subject. I know JC might be a bit tough, in your uni, you better choose one module to do with technology. If not, 你真的会被淘汰，被落伍。Fostering, okay, I think done already. So let me do about this one. Oh my God, I'm very tired. To me, okay, now this is my presentation. Sorry, listen to me and hopefully you can beef up to your oral. To me, the word inequality is a blessing word. At times, still, it may be a double-edged sword. Why I say that? Think about it. If this word is everything will be equal, fair, good, and non-biased, no prejudice, and no favorism, then we don't need religion, justice, and most importantly, government. Or even, or not evening, or even, not evening person. Not even, sorry, I typed wrongly. And not, or even policing or defense. Hey, why cannot delete now? Okay, got it. My laptop got problem. Or even policing and defense. We are like living in heaven or nirvana world. 来，我这个华文不好，所以华文好，来 practice。Hello， 听着，你可以读吗？哦，青汉，你可以读吗
I can.
？Okay, can 啊。
涅槃世界是涅槃世界。
再来一次，不好意思，我的 WiFi 有问题，再来一次。
涅槃世界在佛教中指的是一种超越生死轮回、断除一切烦恼和痛苦的境地，是修行者追求的终极理想目标。它象征着圆满寂灭，即一切功德圆满，所有烦恼和污染都已消除。
在佛教的教导之中，所谓不只是人人平等，动物也是平等。 我们在这个世界，在这个宇宙，在这个地球的生存是靠了一个字，是什么字呢？爱。为什么这个爱这么重要呢？没有爱就没有和平，没有爱就没有亲情，没有爱就没有感情，没有爱就没有那种所谓发出的那种光。什么光呢？光就是造寻这个世界和平和睦相处的那种姿态。Let me explain in English. The whole world is filled with one word and it's called love. Love stands for live on virtue everlasting. Without the love, we will not manifest to what we are today, to have the peace, the prosperity, the progress, and the last P, to perform to what we want to know as human rights. In Buddhist and Hindu philosophy, Nirvana signifies the state of liberation from suffering. Double F 拉长那个字 suffering and the cycle of rebirth. Samsara. Okay, don't ask me what is that. Huh? It's a state of profound peace and enlightenment. You see, when you read more than 3 syllables, enlightenment achieved by extinguishing desire and attachments. 仇恨在心里很难过，就像这个中文信啊，我跟你讲，今天这个安哥，这个大哥，他说，你动我肩膀嘞，我不爽嘞，我有赌博的人嘞，你这样哦，拿走我的运气嘞，你懂我怎么讲吗？To other people, I say F you 啦，这样也这样，这么迷信，去死啦，完蛋！You know I say， 秦汉，I say， 哦，大哥，这样不用紧，我全部的浪，我全部的幸福给你吧，希望你这个拜6礼拜中多点钱。哇，他听了爽了。所以你这样按我的肩膀啊，我的那全部给你了。哦，这样啊，不用紧，我全部还给你，我3倍啊，不是双倍啊，我3倍的还给你，我给你 ，OK， 恭喜发财啊！一句话可以害死人，一句话也可以帮人，一句话也可以勇敢的鼓励人，一句话也可以使到整个国家去打战啊。Let me continue, please. Achieved by and this, okay. Essentially, nirvana is the ultimate goal representing freedom from the limitations and pains of worldly existence. But again, inequality is here since Stone Age time till now. As long as you are human beings, most of the time we look into another person's eyes and we will start to create a sense of a strong what, ladies and gentlemen, strong feeling, and can be described in many ways depending on the specific notions you want to convey. And some synonyms include passion, fervor, zeal, order, intensity, and emotions. And all these got to do with one thing called love, one thing called how we give to equality, one thing to see other option could be compelling, vehement, or even visceral, depending on the context. The context is, do you love your enemies? In Christianity, very funny, they say this, love your enemy, 笑. When your enemy hit you, I love you. And you just, no way, man. Every time I go to church, when the priest say, love your enemy, it's like, what the F, man? No way, man. Sorry. No way. I always say, I'm not Jesus, sorry. Correct now? You mean that guy who killed my whole family, I love you. I kill you. That's not saying I agree now. But what is saying that, can you still love him? You know, there's a lot of cases in real world. And in US, this guy killed the daughter. And when you go to court, the mother say, I don't hate you anymore. Oh, the murderer, the guys who killed the daughter was surprised to hear that. What do you mean you don't hate me? You're supposed to hate me, no? 你恨不得要杀死我 but why you still say you forgive me? And I forgive your sin, I forgive you. You know what you say? I pity you because you know not what you're doing. Wow, that sparkle the murderers, that boy, and oh my God, and some even say, I adopt you as my son. Who would do that, man? Seriously, you kill my daughter and now you adopt him as a son. First of all, the mother was so gracious. It's a true story, very true story in US. When I cannot take it. But when I further when I further deeper understand and research, the poor boy has a very, very bad childhood. He was being abused, sexually abused. You know, in US, right, he's sexually abused. Very sad. And after that, it took him in. And even asked the judge to forgive his sin, forgive his crime. Of course, US can do all these type of things. But it's not easy, We know why, because they link to this one here, to this and to, or a negative feeling. Negative feelings can be described using a variety of words depending on the specific nuisance. Go and look at what nuisance. Some synonyms for negative include anger, thus, okay, or this word can be used to describe unhappiness and dislike. But from this example, that the mother has taken away all the negative feelings to put in the positive, meaning that when you are in the particular rooms having your oral, never bring your negative irons and negative then for confirm, you will die. You must go in with very positive vibes. So the mother, when in the court case, she already knows that I'm going to forgive you, I'm going to pardon you, I'm going to take you as my godson. Okay, but are you willing to accept the first step? That you have made the wrong and you are willing to change. That's the most important in life. Are you willing to go to the room and tell yourself, look, this is not my final destination. This is my many more destinations to be the very successful person in my life. And I'm going to go into this room with giving all my best, with all my zest, to beat the test, to win the rest, and from east to west to the top of the crest, and never let it rest, because there will be more to come. The more you come, the more challenges you face, you feel good about it. The more you feel good about it, you are there to achieve what? Not just success, ladies and gentlemen, but a legacy. A legacy that tell people, hey, I done it. It's nothing difficult. If an oral is just open your mouth and talk. Sadly to say, there are people who cannot open their mouth because they are being traumatized, because they are being sexually abused for whatever reasons. Very sad. So this is where you start to open up. Since I talked to you before, you know what I mean? The things. So you have to be, don't be afraid. Be what you are. Okay, I'm going to show you this video. I'm not sure it is still working now. Oh my God. It's opening, sorry. Okay, can I throw a question to you while waiting for this video? So, what is your biggest fear? I fear 蟑螂. I fear cockroach. I got people with very big sign by bodybuilder, but he fear of cockroach and lizard. How come it's not opening? Wait a minute. Okay, what is your biggest fear? Who want to start first? Practice your oral now. While I see I can open out the file. Chingan. Yeah, especially
Okay.
the last one I want you to explain to me. I don't get you seriously. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, because I'm also.
Yeah.
Let's go. Today. Okay, hold on.
Today, I'll be exploring the global issue of Western exceptionalism in the context of the larger field of inquiry, politics, power, and justice. To start off, I'll be analyzing Bob Dylan's 1963 song "Masters of War" and advertisements from the world of Oliver Toscani for United Colors of Benetton. Dylan.
Can you hear what you say? Hello, guys. Can you hear what he's reading? Can Hold on. This is the first time I do that. So give me a while to any technical issues. Give me a while. I want to share with you. And this guy is actually my student. And look at the how come I cannot make it bigger? Okay. Give me a minute. Do you see his face? Do you see his face? Yeah, okay. So this is the essay written and is okay. Listen to the way he talk, okay? Listen to the way he talk,
This song, Masters of War, is part of his album, The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, which was released as a protest against U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. Masters of War became an anthem for anti-war protests and sentiments during the Vietnam War. The song criticizes the military-industrial complex and those who are profiting from the war. This message garnered lots of attention and agreement with protest movements that grew during the late 1960s. Similarly, Tuscany stands against Western exceptionalism and promotes the idea that there is no one superior race. Since its appointment in 1982, Tuscany has been given free rein by Benetton and focused on defying Western exceptionalistic views and includes more cultural diversity. It takes a stand against racism, inequality, and social injustices. Both texts use authorial choices in order to target Western exceptionalist ideas and events. In Masters of War, Dylan criticizes the U.S. government's cowardice and use of other people to do their dirty businesses. Throughout the first stanza, Dylan uses anaphora by repeating "you that" at the beginning of lines 2 to 6, with "you" symbolizing the U.S. government for their involvement in the Vietnam War. Dylan was directly taking shots and actively criticizing the U.S. government. The use of the pronoun "you" creates an accusatory tone on this song, as Dylan was actively accusing the U.S. government of being masters of war. On top of that, the use of the "you" pronoun creates a more personal effect. This personal effect is created because when readers listen to the lyrics,
Okay, I move a bit,
of the U.S. The West is strongly
Okay, listen to how he talk,
Western exceptionalism by showing that the fight for diplomacy and peace all around the world does not rely solely on Western countries. In fact, it takes cooperation between all countries and all nations together in order to achieve this peace and love around the world, which combats Western exceptionalistic views, where the West is strongly in power and is strongly responsible for all these because of their hegemony amongst other countries. Furthermore, in the AIDS campaign in 1992, the campaign fought to stand against the prevalent stigma existing regarding AIDS in Western countries, and specifically the marginalization and isolation of this disease with specific groups like homosexuals. By humanizing the issue and showing this shocking image of the man suffering from AIDS, it urged people to become more compassionate and understanding about this disease, and it also gives them somebody to look at as an image of what truly happens when you suffer from AIDS, and fights against the stigma created by Western countries about AIDS and how it's come to be. And then lastly, in the Angel and Devil campaign in 1991, the campaign challenges the idea of morality being a mainly Western concept, and by alluding to two figures with such notoriety, like the angel and devil, it invites readers to think that good and evil can be applied to different cultures, not just Western views, and there thus combats Western exceptionalism and the idea that morality is not just a Western concept. Instead, it's a concept where different cultures and different countries have their own interpretation of it, and it's not all controlled by Western countries.
That's all?
Yeah.
Can you repeat again? You need to memorize the whole speech just to come up 10 points.
No, so I'm only allowed to bring 10 points with me for reference when I'm actually taking the oral, but I'm allowed to memorize this whole thing, but I'm not allowed to write this whole thing and have it with me.
Also, you can memorize every single word here.
Yeah.
And then when in the exam, I call it exam, in the face-to-face exam with the examiner, you are supposed to spend 10 minutes to memorize whatever you say plus the 10 points, is it?
No, so the 10 points is to help me remember what I need to say.
Oh,
And the teacher will have the 10 points.
oh, the teacher will not have this script, ah.
No,
Oh.
but I'm also not allowed to have this script.
So just imagine now we role play. I want to get a bit
Yeah.
how are you going to do it?
So how am I'm gonna
So now you're
try
exam
and
face to
memorize
face.
it.
Okay, so now face to face exam. Okay, start now. So how?
So well, I wouldn't have this document with me.
Then how you start? How is your presentation oral?
I'll just start straight away. Like today, I'll be exploring the global issue of Western exceptionalism in the context of the larger field of inquiry, politics, power, and justice. And then this, I'll say all this, but I won't have this with me. I'm gonna memorize this.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, you mean all your friends also have to do this?
Yeah.
So what if you cannot not sure. What happens if your friends or whoever taking this is halfway stop? Then how?
Too bad lah.
Too bad lah.
One time, only one try.
Only one time. Too bad lah.
Yeah.
Finally, you speak English. They don't say, "Oh, so sorry, teacher. Can I do it again?" No.
No, cannot.
So if they do again, it's consider fail.
Yeah. So even if I mess up, I just keep going on.
You
So
want
I
to keep
get
rolling, huh?
If I mess up in the middle, I just need to keep going, or else it's worse if I stop.
Oh wow. Yeah, something new, something new. Okay, I got you already. So kind of pause here for a while. So you can imagine that these students actually, you guess, he's actually studying in Shanghai now. Zhongren, Qinghan, Xinyan. He's actually a Singaporean. Okay, a Singaporean study Shanghai American School, SAS, Shanghai American School. He was there since I think P1 or P2, all the way till there, because his daddy got a big factory working there. His mommy there, his two brother. Wow, seriously, speak like him like this, right? Seriously, I can tell you, Rolling. Imagine this is one of your classmate or schoolmate giving oral. Confirm, good, right? And by the way, I'm teaching him, Qing'an, is IB. IB, International Bureaucrats, not IP. That means this guy, after this, will go to university. And guess what? Through this project that he did, if I'm not mistaken wrongly, he was the top 2 in the whole entire cohort. And because of this, they helped him to further. And after that, of course, he passed that road through. We did this in last year. Oh my goodness, shit, last year. Oh, I'm so sorry, a bit emotional, because at that time when I was teaching him, my father-in-law passed away in fact, yesterday. Today is 9, right? Yeah, on 8. So prior to that, no, sorry, that is after that. He went back to, he was here in Singapore for a couple of weeks. I taught him here in my house. Then after somewhere in August, he back to China, September, I think. I can't remember the date really. It was the date stated there. Yeah, with him. So we do it online, yeah, Zoom, sorry. So guys, do you you just look at the video and write and talk. So Zhonghan, you see the real one, Xing'an, you see, this is how I train him and how he talk. You have to memorize. I'm not sure I can remember the video. I did tell him. So have you changed already? The third paragraph, the day change to something. So
Yeah,
he has to write this entire for his so-called A-level type of writing. And this will help you further to his university. And this is just like that. How many words? 1,086 words. Your A-level is only 800 words. They have to write more than 1,000 words. Guys, they are around your age also. By the most, he's coming back for national service. So yeah, after this, the last part I taught him was writing a thesis to all the top university in Singapore, not just Singapore, overseas, and he has to do a presentation as well. So now you understand why the oral is so powerful, because at the end of the day, when you get in your A-level, and if you are going for EA to certain faculty, you have to do something like this and do your presentations.
Wait, that paragraph.
No, you didn't. I asked you to change. You check it through, I can't.
It may be different, but they're not high enough.
I want to show you that the thing that the teacher gave it to them.
Choice, you can either stay with the unhinged campaign with the Tuscany, or two, you can delete away. Don't delete first, my dear. Don't delete first.
45, I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Ah,
I also did not know how the interaction.
you see, they are doing this. Okay, this is supposed to get something like that. Okay. Supposed to send this to a real one, a real case.
But was too ignorant to know about it.
Within these multinational corporations and how significant it is. So, for example, if they are doing daily checkups required by law, or if the government is putting restrictions on certain chemicals.
1474 words.
Or, for example, in Singapore.
You saw that 1474 at the bottom of the page, huh? So this is just a snippet to show you. Okay, that's it. So guys, if you complain that this oral is tough, what about his oral? Okay, get it now. So you don't only have to memorize, you have to go through all this thing, not easy. So not you can tell this is so competitive. Everyone is competing with this, and you realize that they write on their own, and he told me he have to do a few times. That's why I keep that period. It was at night. So he come back from school quite late. So he got to do, I think he played rugby or football, I can't remember. Then come back and then go through this and do it diligently. Diligently. So I throw back to him. Of course, as a student, I mean, if I throw back to you, it's like, oh my God, why? Yeah. So I perfect his essay. I help him, and yes, the rest is history. And it's the same thing. So he did his homework. So I always believe that handing your homework is very important. Then again, seriously, in future, if you are going for A-level, you need some help in your general paper, I can help you, but I cannot give you more than advice how to do it. Because the way I see the general paper is different from an education point of view in MOE, okay? So I got students who come back to me and ask me certain things when they are in Poly and JC. But these are different things. But the most important thing I'd like to share is that when they come back, they ask me, Uncle Raymond, I got presentation. Can you be my guest, sit there, then I present to you and tell me how should I do it. That's the only thing. Okay, in Poly and JC. So JC got project management, so you take note about that. Okay, so I'm so sorry to spend so much time of sharing. I think it's worth it to know how damn it, Gareth. Sorry, I forgot his name. He's a Gareth. Gareth, yeah. Nice guy. And finally, I think he got into, I haven't catch up with him. I think get back to one of the university. And you saw that I should show you the other side of the story, because I asked his permission to see whether I can show to all of you. So you can see the last part, you're also doing like social study, correct now? Hazel and Noli and see it. You see that about MMC, all these things. So whatever you do now, is actually is way advanced than these people. No, these people have to accumulate and then do it. No, and they are. I don't know about the American school. They are about less than 10 weeks to complete all these things, and they have to write thesis. So they have to write about 400-500 words. I think they have to sit there for about 2 hours to do that paper. And that's going to be you next time and next year. Seriously, guys, next year, your turn. But you ask me to sit there 2 hours, I can write. Ask me to sit there and sing at 2 hours to do math. Beep, 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 ambulance come already, Then, you will see that. You go and say, Uncle Raymond, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Rest in peace. Amen. Okay, let's go through this one here. So we have a picture that speaks 1,000 words. You can use the so, then, how. So I can see there's an increments of this, and the guy was doing the freeze that show that he has been successful. But then no racism, not because of the color of the person, but I feel that equality pays means that maybe that picture shows that the whites or their color by payments in terms of the color. Okay, you know what I mean color? 中文，金子，清汉。
and Xingyuan and Hazel enrolling. Sad to say, this is something that I do not like to see this because I feel that sad to say in Singapore, I have to say that educations matter the payments. The higher you go, I just realized the doctor in Singapore earn at least 11,000 per month. A CEO will earn a CEO of any insurance will earn 20,000. A lawyer will be 18,000. Lawyer talk only, I heard 18,000. You go and Google it okay, 18,000. Of course, the beginner, the lawyer beginner will start off with 5,000 to 6,000. Very good already, 不错吗? But over 4 years later, once you become a professional lawyer and you have your law firm, is at least 15,000 to 18,000. And some law firm can earn a month already 100K, $100,000. 齐汉 just by talking only 讲话，你不要这么辛苦讲话而已 presentation 讲话 and lawyer count by per minute 哦，如果1分钟是100块 30 minutes 你算多少钱 ？lawyer count by per minute 哦 they talk by per minute one 哦。我现在开始你要问我法律的东西吗 ？OK time the secretary of time。Wait I want to check whether 秦志妈咪 reply me no. OK 妈咪 reply no. Give me a minute OK. Okay, this one we'll skip for the time being. So just read a quick one. So inequalities is talk about inequality of opportunities. So when you are talking about your oral next week, give 3 points. Like for example, if they say inequalities, you talk about opportunities. Like say all the topic 齐汉 Xingyuan is all about 中文 it's all about lifestyle. So what is your bigger fears? It's about lifestyle. My bigger fears is that I'm too optimistic at times. I'm overconfident. You see, I told you before, I think what is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is I'm very workaholic. So when you go for interview, you say 你的缺点是什么？我的缺点是我太过工作狂，而且我的缺点是我一定要准时到公司，不然我就整身不舒服。So 中文 is a good thing, right? Alright. What is your biggest weakness in the work? My biggest weakness in work is that I don't like to knock off on time at work, and a lot of people don't like in my previous company. Oh, you spoil market, man, idiot, you spoil. Yeah, but I got increment, but because I don't like them, so I look for another new job. So negative doesn't mean it's negative. How you turn to positive? Seriously, what is your biggest worry? It never came across to my mind, teacher. Because I come from a family that is no worries. When there's worry and challenges, we all sit down and discuss. We all come to use the so then how. So this is an issue. Then how can we work together, united as one, and how we solve the problem as one big family. As family stand for father and mother, I always love you. So therefore, there's no worries for me. Yes, true enough, teachers. Every household got worries as what. Of course, you cannot say in Chinese in your English oral, right? But if there's Chinese, 你可以说每个家都是有家家有本难念的经。你觉得怎么克服这个困难？所谓家家有本难念的经，老师其实困难这2个字不是一个很重的话题在我们家里，因为这个困难可以解除这个难题，困难变成是一个所谓的追求一个完美。虽然我们不能10全10美，可是我们要追求到完美。当然，人生不是10全10美，也不可能完美。可能还是可以的话，我们可以追求到99%美，已经不错了。如果世上是完美的话，这样我可以做神仙了，老师。你敢这样讲吗？对吧？你不可以讲老师，你问这种废话的问题。当然，每个人都有烦恼啦，对吧？其实 you talk like that, right? Say, do you have a biggest problem? Oh, Joe, you clown you don't have problem, man? Why you ask this kind of question? Can you change the topic? No, of course not, right?
Then you say every problem has a solution. Every solution will have a challenge to solve a problem. And every problem have to wait for a time to find a solution to solve this problem. Therefore, a problem is not a problem. A problem is how to solve this problem with the right solution and the right challenges with the right positive mindset. That's what I believe in my doctrine of life. Thank you, teacher. That's all. So resources of ownership, discrimination. Just quickly, okay, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Globalizations is a hot topics to talk. So this month topic, you realize I'm choosing this. Hopefully you can discuss in your oral presentations. Technological advancement is one of the topics that always come up in exam. Always use this. There's always a double-edged sword, and I would like to use the word the paradigm shift. Use a PPF right now. The past technology use is for survival. The present technology use is for upgrading. The future of technology use is for improvement of better lifestyle. Therefore, the past, present, and future of technologies is inevitable. We have to embrace with technology. By hook or by crook, this is part and parcel of my life. And everybody. AI is there, teacher, and it stands for artificial intelligence. That's all. Thank you, teacher.
Can you say it again? Thank you.
Say again. Thank you. I say already, oh. You asked me to say again, oh. 你问的问题也是很奇怪。Uncle Raymond, you speak too fast. Can you repeat what you have said just now about the past, present, future? 讲清楚了 Say again. I say, say again. Thank you. 没事，这种老师问这种问题。Can you say again? Oh, sure. Say again. Shake well before drink. I shake before I drink the coke. You didn't say you didn't shake the bottle well before you drink. You say shake well, shake. Do I need to twist? Come on, baby. Let's do it a twist. The past of technology is for survival. The present of technology is for upgrading. The future of technology is for improvement of better quality of life. And that is called a paradigm shift. Shifting from a place where our forefathers painstakingly using these inventions and innovations and creations to make life better. True and behold the truth that our life is upgraded to a much better, a safer, a smoother, a successful world. But what is the future? I can tell you this, thanks to Lord Ling. Got this old man, listen, very cute. This old man was sitting in the park. So this punk kid, he got this Walkman, the earphone and all the gadget. Then the young man will look at the old man. Useless old man. What can you do for the society? Then the old man look at him like, yeah. Hey, boy. What? You realize the whole body, all these gadgets was actually invented by my generation. So, then he blur. Oh, yeah, my generation and your grandparents' generation. Hey, boy, what? What are you going to invent for your next generation, by sitting there and complaining live? Wow. Oh my God, 亲自 powerful statement 你能为你下一代做什么呢？对，我现在老了，我在这边休息。可是在我年轻的时候心远，我无微不至的发出我的热心来创造这个科技给你们下一代用。你鸡蛋糕没有跟我好好的跟我感谢，你还讲我这个老单不作用倚老卖老Powerful statement. Thank you, Lord. I just remember this story. Anything? Did I answer your question, Lord? Say again. Use the AZ factor. That means that all the A, all the B, all the C, all the D. Or use the 1, 2, 3. Remember? That time I used the 1, 2, 3. Right? Using the A, B, C, D, E. My mother is the A, B, C, D, E. My mother is the most awesome, beautiful, caring, and a disciplined tiger mom, and always ask for excellence in everything we do. No doubt he is a A, B, C, D, E. I always say that she's a F, the most fantastic and fabulous and the most gracious mother. Thank God. Wow, A, B, C, D, E, F, G some more. Woo! You dare to say no? 我讲这么多，你敢讲吗？ That is one thing. Some teachers say, 讲废话. Sorry, if this teacher would say 废话, that means these teachers have been MOE too long already. I'm so sorry. Xing and Zhonghen and all of you listening. Okay? Because the world like to listen to nice thing. Seriously, 亲自回事，请看。Seriously. But don't be so sarcastic until the girl is so fat. You say, wow, the way you dress, the bikini is so nice. The moment you jump to the pool, all the water splash out. Wow, nobody dare to go to the pool. Qinghan is like, you're gonna get it, man, bro. Alright. Okay, joke aside, got this one in a Thai advertisement. You know, Thailand advertisement is very wonderful. So this boy, this man, went to the wedding ground to take a wedding shop to take a wedding ground for his wife. Okay. So when he went in, Hazel, don't laugh about when he said, yeah, I'm come here to take my wedding ground for my wife. So when in, you know what, Hazel? The two girls had to stand like that this far. Because the dress was this big. Okay, instead of this big, very nice, right? Very silky, right? The dress was imagine the two girls. Can you open and show me the dress? So the two girls have to move like that. So you know how fat he is, so fat, okay, so fat, but the guy is very handsome. Do you know what? Then you do the first thing, when I look at the advertisement, holy WTF, man. But you know how he look up? You look at it, look at my face. So amazing. Thank you. Can you pack for me, please? The two sales girl was like, I pack. You know what happened? The moment I think you go to the car, you put the thing, the car was like that, halfway. Yeah, I got your wedding ground, and the car moved like that. Because 那太重了，亲自那个车歪一边，它走掉。Plus 那个 wedding ground. So the advertisement put that it's not about the size, it's about the love potion, something like that. Strong advertisement. Anyway, sorry, girls. I never like fat women to wear wedding gown. It really destroyed the meaning of wedding gown. So sorry, I might be a bit, sorry. Seriously, when I saw those wedding gown series in American, those very fat one and wear wedding gown, I was like a curse and say, hey, hello, get something else lah. Sorry, he said, don't look at me like that. I said, huh? Then my wife will curse. Why? No, I know you're quite plump, but when I marry you, you're not so fat. It's okay. Yeah, I know the eyes very big, he said. But I just love my wife as it is, correct now? It's not about size. It's love that matters. 对吗? And when I was young, that time I was so bloody ugly. A lot of people so ugly, so skinny, like bamboo. But today you see Uncle Raymond is so handsome. Okay, I know all your camera is going to get cracked. Just let it be then. Sorry. Okay, this is customer. I went through with you, all right? Yeah, I went through. You print, right? So take note of this one. It's very important. I know a lot of students last minute, like taking out this piece of paper. Hey, what kind of format? All here already lah. Don't need to worry lah. Okay, all here already. And what you want to do? Here. Take this piece to practice your oral lah. If you want to, okay, take this piece. Zhonghan, take this piece. Okay, to print out. Okay, using the craft, the rough. Okay, this one. Take this piece. Thank you. 其次, understand? Can come this Saturday, right? Tell your teacher to postpone their lesson first. Do your oral first. Yeah, correct now. Just tell them. Then postpone the other days. You got other days. Because oral is once in your lifetime, correct now. Xingye, please come out if you can. Xingye. You are doing good. Zhonghan, if you want, you can come also. All are welcome. All welcome. Even my nephew is coming also. Sorry, can I move a bit faster because I don't want to talk about this. Or maybe this one can. Can we practice like oral? Okay, so this is I hope I show you next week or if not, I will miss out. I will skip this. Okay, there's a lot of exercise to practice here. So I don't want to do this now. So maybe for a couple of minutes, can we do one by one? What is your biggest fear? Can I stop this? Okay, because some of you may not turn up for my oral presentation, oral practice this Saturday. So maybe can we start this, okay? What is your biggest fear? Or maybe you can throw me any question that your teacher has come up with. Give me a 1 minute, can I go and drink some water while you think, okay, guys? Don't mind, You go and Let's go. Who want to start first? We only got 5 minutes, huh? My biggest fear is to lose my family. I went through a series of fears in my entire life. But my biggest fear is that I've seen a lot of death in my life. So my biggest fear will be losing my family. So what if I'm a multi-billionaire? If my family is not beside me. So that is my biggest fear. Everyone has different fears. The fears will bring to tears. Okay, the fears will bring to tears. But these tears can be happiness and sad. Because sometimes in life, when you see someone suffering like my father-in-law, don't come here, please. Okay? So like my father-in-law who passed on, even he was suffering at that time, I fear that he will go, but you bring tears, but it's better to have to let it go. Give me a minute now. Okay, guys. So who want to start first? My biggest fear. Lisa, I think this is a good practice using this topic. I just can't think of it. Come on. Lisa?
Can I think more?
Who want to start? Come on, don't waste time. Like I say, you can give me any topics. Always think about lifestyle. Use a so then how. So this is my biggest fear. Losing my family. Then because of certain things, the episode happened, how I going to cope this fear is that to live on life, to be positive. Always use the word to be positive and to continue to live a life to a meaningful life. I think my father-in-law also don't want me to be going through the bad times. So true enough, yesterday was a 1 year anniversary. My wife and I went into the monastery, the temple to pay respect to him. I cannot get over with it, of course. Okay, but the fears is now my mother-in-law, my parents, they are aging. So how to get away the biggest fears, is to every day spend good quality time with them, live with no regrets. That is the biggest thing. You can say I'm still young. It might be too early to say that, you can quote some example. Remember using your prata, purpose, reliability, audience start tones and a list of HW by 1H, or you can use your inference, comparison, reliabilities, usefulness, all these skills. Me, Mama. Cian, you want to start first?
Wait, I'm still thinking.
哇，那么，等我10点也不要玩呢。季汉笑了，OK，季汉你 start。
Okay. Personally, my biggest fear is failure. But it's not any random kind of failure, but it's more of the failure of the thought of not living up to my own expectations and the expectations of others. For example,
remember to on that day, don't you're reading your. You
okay.
remember you don't because
Yeah, but this one I know script. This the day I got like some random script.
No, you have to learn. Once you 克服这个then 你懂我意思吗？
Okay.
你不要太多哈，了，等一下我真的是很了。OK， in Chinese 可以说失败是成功之母，可是我每个人都是会怕有那个恐惧感，the phobia of being failure. You know, even though failure is the all mother success, but then I'm still fear. Carry on.
Okay. In our daily lives, failure is a common thing that we would go up against.
Indeed, you say indeed. The
Yeah,
failure will be indeed. Cut away
indeed,
the using indeed.
indeed, failure is part and parcel of life.
Therefore,
Therefore, failure would bring us to greater heights through letting us learn more about ourselves and what we are weak in.
no
However,
doubt about it. No doubt. I know you're gonna
Yeah,
again. No doubt about it.
no doubt about it. However, personally, I usually find the lack of courage to endure these failures as I would be disappointing my own expectations and the expectations put on me by others. Of
Thus,
course, thus, yes, this would make me to thus this would okay, this one
at
bad.
least he's laughing, leh, Zhonghen. At least he's laughing. Okay, no. The examiner will be very good because the day itself, unless it's in the aircon room, imagine in the hot day, oh my god, all the thing. At least you make him laugh, leh. So it's okay. Slowly we have time. Then you know you are on his side already. Okay, seriously. It's supposed to be failure or no, but he seems like so happy like that. Yeah, I feel because I tell you, us, hence, and therefore. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the rough idea. I don't know what to say without saying so yeah, I give up. Goodbye.
Don't give up.
Uh
Give up.
I do
Give all
not give up to
everything.
a certain extent. Yes.
So can I add on, Qinghan, maybe say, my whole life I went through a series of failures, or you can say my whole life I never failed before.
My
So
whole life.
I never
I
failed
have
before. Use
always
this example. I hope today's the oral is not a failure for me. I always give my best with all my zest to beat this test, not just to win the rest, but I just want to prove my best to my parents that his son can speak well during oral examinations because they think that I'm a lousy speaker. Teacher, what do you think? Thank you, teachers. Whoa, man. Woohoo. Well, my dear, you speak so well. You pass. Well done. Then Tia, you do this. Oh, really? After this, can I have candlelight with both of you? 开玩笑, 开玩笑. You know I like the jokes. Well done. Thank you.
Bye.
Good, So you must, if you dare to say this, like, well, today biggest failure is I'm worried that I'll fail this oral exam. So I'm taking the courage to prove myself, not to anybody, to myself, that I always very introvert teacher. So this orals is going to be a breakthrough of my life. So please, teacher, give me a mouse. Please don't fail me. Wow. Teacher, can I have one tissue, please? I don't want to feel. So good. No， 这个亲自，这个的 ，sorry， 这个太夸张了啊。OK， 这个是只有周星驰的戏才这样做，亲自no way for me, man. Who's that? 亲自有的。Yes, my dear, unmute please. 亲自。
I'm thinking.
哎呦，每个要想那么久。若琳。
One of the fears that I have is actually about not meeting my expectations and like the expectations of, okay, not really my expectations of,
Don't say okay, in the exam, don't say okay. Well, as a matter of fact, indeed, use this word, don't say okay, all right.
okay.
Some teachers don't like to use the word okay. It's like very normal.
It's not meeting the expectations of myself or making or disappointing my parents, because I do feel that my parents do indeed, they work really, really hard, and me being a student, I just
But
want to
then,
focus on
my
my
parents really work very hard with all their sincere heart, and nothing will fall apart.
Okay, my parents work really hard with all their sincere heart so that nothing falls apart. And I want to make them proud. Like as a student, I just want to like focus on my studies.
No. You cannot use as a student because your parents has a child, as the elder child. I have a huge responsibility. Use the word huge responsibility.
Okay, as the oldest child in my family, I have I feel like I have this huge responsibility to ensure that I focus on my studies and I set a good example for my younger sister.
As a role model.
Yeah, as a role model. Moreover, I feel like because they work so hard, and that's why I want to meet up to what they expect of me also. And I feel like at the end of the day, I will also like want what's best for me. And I know that to obtain such a good result would like make them proud. And I want to make sure that like all the sacrifices that they made for me were all worth it. Secondly, I want to say like um my most fearful I feel like I fear the most about losing the people around me, because there's actually a lot of incidents about like people losing their lives every single day, and I feel like our lives are just like so precious because we only
And very fragile.
yeah, it's very, very fragile and it's very precious. And you never know when someone could like just lose their life the next day. Right. And also because my grandparents are actually living overseas and they're in China. So like I don't get to meet them really often. But like every once a year I will still go back to China and visit them. And when I do, I don't look at my phone, or like I just focus on spending the time with them and improving my relationship with them. And it's just saddens my heart to like think that like one day like they would like leave this world.
No, yeah, that's all.
Oh, that's all. Thank you.
Remind me, if you have a chance, ladies and gentlemen leaders, if you have a chance to talk about your grandparents, I think you should bring it out. I think by looking at our grandparents of their wrinkles and their sacrifice on their face, it reminds me of how hard they brought my parents up. Wow, so sorry, teachers. It's kind of very emotional to me because I feel that the fears is that if I don't meet the expectation of my parents, I not only neglected my parents, but also neglected. Then pause, Let them think I also neglected my grandparents. That is my biggest fear. Wow, emotional, right, Hazel? No, I mean it's true. 你不要骗了，你真的咩？真的 I don't think the teacher will do that. So this is where I think you have to draw emotion with emotions, notion with actions. All the best salesmen don't sell the product, they sell by emotions. Let's be honest, guys. You're going to be salesman on that day, sir. Thank you, Rolling. 中文
Personally, I think that my biggest fear is like failure. It's not like just failing a test or like not getting first in competition, but it's like maybe like what Qi Hang say, like not living up to expectations, like disappointing my parents, disappointing myself, or even making my friends feel that you should have done better. So I used to hide this fear in my heart. So like I was just pretending like I was not affected. Then but actually in my heart, right, like everything was like such a heavy thing. So no matter is it in school, at home, or like anything, I was just like constantly worry about what if I messed up something. But after I joined my CCA in military band, right, so I actually changed a lot. So in band, I learned about discipline. So this thing taught me that success is not like why I came talented, but it's like consistent effort that makes you success. And also resilience, that is cause I'm still young, I can always try again next day.
I slap you. I can always try. I make you cry.
I could always do my best the next day to improve myself. And also like the core value, which is what we always say during practice, perseverance, which is like endurance, push through this type of things. It's like to keep myself going
To keep
even
abreast, write down, to keep myself abreast. Keep
to
myself
keep myself
abreast.
abreast, even like I messed
In
up
terms of,
something.
sorry, I have to interrupt you, to keep myself abreast in terms of technology and in terms of upgrading my knowledge. In terms of every day is a learn, relearn, and unlearn. Write down, you confirm score. Okay, learn, relearn, and unlearn. Okay, it's a lifelong learning. Confirm score. If your teacher, that examiner, is a social study teacher, oh my goodness, he will love you, man. Yeah. Yes, sorry.
What I want to say.
Sorry, just because I worried my train of thoughts gone.
Also, like, I learned to push through myself. So even when I do something wrong, I will just learn from my mistake and actually like to improve myself and do things better the next time. So even though I still scared of failure right now, but I will see failure as a different mindset.
Whoa, I like this word.
Just like the failure is not the end, and it could be just like a small thing that like in my whole entire life journey. Thank you, that's all.
I would like to learn from these few fables. You know, a lot of famous people went through a series of failures. A very one good example is my cousin, the light bulb guy, the Thomas Edison. He didn't take failures. He takes 9,999 different opportunity to make a light bulbs. So I will take this as a very good example from Thomas Edison and some famous scientists. I may not be as famous as they are, but with these stories, it give me a way to motivate. Use AIM. Ready? Jihan, use AI to give me the aspiration, the inspirations, and the motivations to drive me to success through a series of failures. Take note of 3 different types of mistake, guys. One is a careless mistake. You know what is careless mistake? Like 1 + 1 is 2, you better write 3. The other one is silly mistake. Like, for example, sorry, you might find very crude, very Hazel, very stupid. Like sometimes, sorry, Uncle Raymond, sometimes I pee, anyhow pee, then the urine go out of the toilet bowl. Yeah. Rolling, the way you look at me, it's a very silly mistake. Or I dig my nose, then I go and suck my tongue. You know, oh my God, this is the no, I dig my nose, I suck my tongue. It's a very silly mistake. Okay, the last one is the worst. It's called the grave mistake. The mistake that bring you to the grave. So always think there's one. You must do this. It's called intelligent mistake. Reverse reading is mistake made intelligently. So there's an intelligent mistake, a silly mistake, or a grave mistake. So okay, don't do the silly mistake. Silly mistake is like 1 + 1, 2, you go and put 3, or careless mistake. And intelligent mistake is where our Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, Sir Isaac Newton, all these people, including yourself. Thank you. Cian, your turn.
My biggest fear.
I can't see your face, or everyone can see your face. Can you please kindly show your face? Because if I don't see your face, I don't know how you express. At least I see Zhonghen, Qihan, and Luolin. Can go. And it's very dark. I can't see your face. Very dark. I think you're on the light. Okay, go. Louder.
My biggest fear is losing my best friend. Because we usually do everything together. Like we go to school together, we walk home together, and we play games together. He made my life more interesting and fun, and I could not imagine a day without him. He is also my emotional support. I can open up everything to him, like family problems, friendship problems, conversations, and topics that I could not open up to anyone. He took me out of my box and stole my torture heart and replaced it with a loving heart.
Carry on. Carry on. Very interesting. What else? That's all. Cian. You eat together, you walk together, do you all bathe together? Just kidding. On the way, he said, oh my God, what's wrong?
Wait, did I like mute myself?
Yeah, you mute yourself.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Why you mute? I don't know why your hand have to mute. You mute again.
No, cause I use a keyboard instead of,
Then don't touch the keyboard lah. I don't know
I
what you're talking the
can't.
last part. I didn't hear you there.
Oh shit.
They go toilet lah. Don't do here.
Wait,
So, you go toilet, you don't shit here.
wait.
This is the
Where,
biggest fear. We want to see you shit in front of us. Hey, don't mind. Carry on.
where did I stop? I don't
You see, you all
know.
sleep together and bathe together. That part.
Sleep together.
Hey. My cousin when I was young, we really bathe together, no? He's a guy, a lot don't mistaken, He's a guy, and then we bathe together and we fight together. And now, of course, he's married, I'm married. And then every time we think of it, a good thing, to be honest, there's nothing funny. I know I'm the way you look at me. Uncle Raymond, what are you thinking? Naughty. When I was the only child and I always got bullied by some idiots, he always come to me and rescue me, taught me how to catch spider, how to do a lot of things. Really a good cousin of mine who really come to my rescue. Yeah. So yeah, carry on singing.
We walked home together and played games together. He made my life more interesting and fun, and I could not imagine a day without him. He is also my emotional support. I can open up everything to him, like family problems,
Did you
friendship
say
problems.
open up everything to him?
Yeah.
Physically?
No. And conversations that I could not just open up with anyone else. He literally took me out of my box, stole my tortured heart, and replaced it with a loving heart. I always felt more when we are alone than we were playing with anyone else. Losing him will definitely feel like losing part of my support system. Therefore, my biggest fear is to lose my best friend, as he is like my chosen family. Losing him will make me devastated.
That's the biggest fear of losing a good friend. And you can end this, indeed, there's always a saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And this friend is indeed a very important person that meet my needs and want. Wow, that ends with a famous. That will be a good one. Thank you, Xing I do came across, I got good friends who 从小玩到大的，真的。So I can see where you come from. Thank you, Hazel. Don't look left and right. Your name is Hazel, right? Why you point yourself? Bloody hell. Okay, who is got another Hazel now, Which is more prettier than this one?
I'm not sure. I think she died already, You know,
Hey,
I'm
don't
the
use this word die.
doppelganger.
You should say that one is hibernate. Don't use the word die, please. Positive.
No, I bury already inside the floor. Got maggot all around
Shut
like
up,
that.
let's go lah. Bloody hell.
Okay. So personally, I feel like my biggest fear is the thought that AI will eventually take over humanity. Because first and foremost, I feel like a lot of people are ignoring the harmful impacts of AI on not only humanity, but also the environment. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the environmental impacts. So a study from Yale University has shown that AI uses a lot of metals that are dug from underground, and the digging of these metals will lead to soil erosion and will lead to a lot of landslides and just ultimately negatively impacts the environment, especially when AI hardware is disposed and therefore create more digital waste that will impact the environment. Not only that, the use of AI is now polluting our water supply. Due to AI running at very high temperatures, a lot of water is needed to cool down AI to make it generate a new response. Every time we generate a new response, be it on ChatGPT, be it on DeepSeek AI, it's going to have a very negative impact on the environment, which is something that I'm personally very afraid of, because global warming is a real thing, and a lot of scientific studies have shown that it is a real thing and a rising problem in today's world. Secondly, I feel like the use of AI will negatively impact humanity and its critical thinking, especially for children of younger ages, teenagers, as well as
Including
university
myself.
students, including and of course including like adults and I think
All walks of life.
affects every age group that knows how to use a technological device. So, an artist myself, I have a disdain for AI art and AI generated images because actually AI steals from the internet database.
Then my
So,
better AI.
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just personally, I'm not a big fan of it because I feel like a human created artwork would be much better than
Take for
something that
example, my cousin Mona Lisa. You have to use that example. Michael,
paint herself.
yeah, huh?
Leonardo da Vinci painted her.
I know, including the Mona Lisa. I know, it's Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
Example like Mona Lisa.
But
If you're
you know,
using an
like
AI to draw, it'll be a different, okay, something like that.
exactly, yeah.
Yes.
Like using an AI to try and copy Da Vinci's
Try-
art style is
Ah.
actually impossible for AI to ever recreate. And I feel like no matter what kind of creative works you're doing, be it painting, writing, singing, dancing, just creating, I feel like without the touch of without a human's touch and without humans' critical thinking, there is no way that art will be sustained. And if AI was to actually take over the world, why would we survive it? We're not the main characters in a series or a show or something. There's no way that we are going to survive if AI eventually takes over the world. That wasn't even made to sustain it in the first place. I feel like humans are full of flaws and maybe we should embrace that in what we create and maybe stop trying to become gods and try to create lives with our own hands. Thank you.
She practically bring all the subject, social study, history, geography, chemistry, physics, maths, and science. And all everything. Thank you, all the subject into this topic. Good, as a one way to do it, if you are stuck with this kind of questions, you use your social study skill, your science, physics, chemistry, your history, things like that to bring it in. To show that, hello, excuse me, teacher, I know all my subject very well, okay? Thank you very much. Very good. I'm surprised to use the AI for that fears of future generations because AI is not will be overboard and taking it right down, taking it by storm. It's just like a hurricane, a tsunami, taking it by storm. And this storm might not be subside immediately. It might take a couple of years or even a generation to change the whole idea or perceptions of technology. Last but not least, all the way from London, Dr. Qingzi, your turn to read to the class, please, in the British accents. I feel that. Don't look at me like this, please. Thank you. Talk like a British, ladies.
I think my
Oh my God, this is very Singlish. You will say, I think that. Like a Queen Elizabeth. Get it on. Got you, man. Yo, bro. Come on, let's okay, be yourself.
So I think that my greatest fear is that I really like the ability to think on the spot. For example, like in some examination,
Your fear is the ability to think on the spot.
I don't have that ability. I lack that ability a lot.
Nonsense.
Yes, I do like the ability a lot. In sometimes when I have stress in like sudden situations, my brain just looks like it's malfunctioning and I can't be thinking logical. That's why I sometimes I was be speaking in strands of logic and I couldn't function my brain properly. This is my biggest fear because currently in my daily life, I do meet a lot of situations where I have to be thinking on the spot really quick. For example, in examinations, for example, when I'm talking to other people, when I'm socializing. And this inability really gives me a lot of
hiccups,
and I feel really unstable when I'm trying to communicate with people because I really don't know what my brain will be generating and what I'll be saying. So my way of I'm currently trying to overcome this fear
crying.
or
No wonder you're crying. You can use the trying. Don't use the word trying. I'm doing my best.
I'm now trying.
Using this,
I'm now
sorry,
doing my best.
Teacher, you must use to convince your examiner and the readers. I'm doing my best to overcome this. Imagine you're giving this motivation talk. You're trying, that means nobody will like this. I'm doing my best. Go ahead. And why I use hiccup? 其他人 all of you listen. Hiccup is 暂时性而已。对吗? Hiccups will go off. But if you say this will give me a disadvantages, then good luck to you. When you say this word disadvantages means it's going to last you for a couple of years to come. So when you say hiccup is 暂时性的那种创伤，而不要讲不幸啊。These hiccups will comes and go, right? Hiccups come and go. But if you say disadvantages means you got to live with it for a while. So sorry to say, like for example, 那些残废人是 is disadvantages, right? So you're going to live with it with artificial arm or leg, whatever. But hiccup means 暂时我有一个 strain, 一个 injury, but later on I can recover from this. Okay, carry on.
So
Yeah.
I'm now trying my best to overcome this drawback on myself, and my way is that normally before I'm actually communicating with other people, I'll be trying my best to function my brain at its highest speed and thinking about what I'm actually going to say, so I don't make mistakes of saying things that I shouldn't be saying or that will become offensive. Thank you, that's all.
Oh, I'm surprised so short. You should add this. It may be presently this is my biggest fear, so not able to think properly, and hope this oral presentation exam will give me a breakthrough, a new era, a new phenomenon in my life. Before I come to this exam, I got sleepless nights. I look into my mirrors and look into myself. 金智, can I do it? I ought to do it, and I must do it. And today here, to answer this question, is just so nice that what is my biggest fear? The fear is to sitting here to face the two of these two lovely teachers. As far as I'm concerned, whatever the result it is today, I conquer my fear. Leave it with something. No, you should thanks to Qingzhi, not me. I conquer my fear. So at the end of the day, you must give a very powerful statement. Why are you sit there? You see, I don't like the word sit. I don't like the word try to sit down. Either you sit or you stand. To me in life, there's only one choice, YOLO. You only live once. Therefore, I need to make sure every single second, I live my life to the fullest. Because I do not want to have regrets. Not for myself, not for my parents, but for my future generations. And of course, being a citizens of this country, it is my duty and my responsibility. You see, I slowly 我故意讲我的责任感，不是要讲我的责任，太快了。你要 emphasize 我的责任感。身为一个新加坡公民，这是我的责任感。This is as a Singaporean, it is my responsibility to uphold what our forefathers have done to make this country successful. Sorry, teacher. I cannot neglect this. It's not a mission impossible. It's a mission I want to make it possible. That's all. Thank you, teacher. Go and practice like this. No. You see, I know it's very hard for you to talk to teachers like that. No harm. Because once you can break through that one, remember I told you the OUB building, OUB interview, right? Qihan and others. Once you have the breakthrough, you will not scare really. Seriously. Because from there can I use the word fine tune it. I mean, before you met Uncle Raymond, you scared, right? But now do you feel scared? No, right? You feel much better, right? Not 100% let's be honest. 我不是神仙，你也不是神仙，对吗？ At least 50% overcome your fear, 对吗？有没有 50%？ 那时候是 maybe more than 50% you cannot take it, right? Not 100% you fear, but maybe 70-80%. So now you got special offers, special offer discount, SG60, you now 50% off. So 慢慢，不是一夜不是一朝一夕。Rome is not built within 6 days. It's 1 month. A few years. Okay.